Hey friends, hello. Today we'll make 5 beautiful and unique fridge magnets that would make your fridge and your kitchen look beautiful. Welcome back to my channel, Matt's World of Passion. Now to make all these fridge magnets, I am using the Fevicryl molded clay, but again you can also do the same with wall putty if you have at home. But only thing with wall putty, it starts breaking after some time. So the consistency of how you mix water and Fevicol and all that becomes very important when you make the dough, which you wouldn't have that problem when you're doing it with the clay. So you got to just be sure about the consistency when you're mixing, when you're using the wall putty. Otherwise the same can be done with wall putty as well. The first fridge magnet that I'm doing here is a chopping board design fridge magnet, for which I've made some petals, the leaves I mean to say, and a couple of flowers here to keep in the center. Now the size of the magnet here is not too big, but yes, you can make it small or big according to your wish. Now here what I actually did was the leaves, they were falling flat on the ground, so you just have to keep something so that till it dries, it just holds the proper shape. And for the second fridge magnet here, I'm doing a piece. Now to make a piece, what I basically did was, some clay was left after I finished the first one, so I started making balls. So I thought, why not make a piece in a slightly different way? So I started making these balls, and I took another small piece of clay and I made this particular shape what you see here, and I made this very simple and easy fridge magnet. Now once you finish making this, selecting the right size of magnet would be very important. You would get the steel colored magnets, which would not be too big nor too small. I guess that would fit right for these, so you need to choose those kind of magnets. Now for the third fridge magnet, I'm making a plate here. By using the roller pin, I just rolled it. I did not make it too flat because otherwise it becomes very difficult to attach a magnet behind and hold it properly in shape. So here I'm making masala dosa. So what I did was, I cut this a little thin, and I folded it by adding a few bits of clay that was there here and there. But what you need to make sure is, you should not flatten the dosa. It will be visible from both sides what is there inside. And this is the way I made the bowl. You should place it on any such surface, and you need to cut the sides and just leave it there for a couple of minutes. Before it becomes too hard, you need to remove it out. And for the fourth fridge magnet here, I'm doing a carrot. Again, some leftover clay which I've rolled in a rectangular shape, and here I've added 3 leaves on top, and I'm attaching it on top of the carrot with the help of Fevicol. Now this particular thing, it has to actually go on the fridge, so you need to keep the back side flat. So I'm giving it a triangle shape. For the fifth and last fridge magnet, which I'm doing with an inspiration that my daughter created, this magnet which you just saw in the picture. She had made it using kids clay, the dough that is available in the market for kids. She has made it with that, a chef. So I thought I'll try and replicate the same, but as I was doing, she gave me some fresh ideas and I started doing something different. Instead of making a man, I made a woman, and then everything totally changed from there. And these fridge magnets, I don't think I can explain anything here, because visually what you see is what you need to do. So it just goes by what you're seeing here. You just have to follow the process and the steps that I'm showing here. I'm making a hair for the lady. I don't call her a chef anymore. She's me, because I'm going to have this in my kitchen, so I'm trying to create myself here, you can say. So I did not make this lady look like a Indian traditional woman, but yes, you can make that too in your own way. What I'm actually trying to say is, you know, as a lady, I don't think I would ever have my hair left open, at least not in the kitchen. It would be so hot, but here I made a long haired lady and all that. But everything else is fine except for the hair part, which I don't agree with. My daughter wanted it this way, so I had to do it this way. Okay, now here, to smoothen any surface while you're working on clay, you just have to use some water and just start smoothing it before it becomes dry. Now, after letting all this, get dry for almost a day, the next day I applied a coat of gesso on all the magnets, and again I left overnight, and then I started coloring all these magnets the next day. So here, color, whatever color that you want to use, you can use those colors here. I've used brown, that is burnt sienna, parrot green, orange, yellow and blue, and of course white to write the codes. So this completes our first fridge magnet. I hope you guys like this. And yes, do not forget to apply a coat of varnish, which I'm not showing it here, but yes, it is necessary. Now moving on to the second fridge magnet. Here I'm painting it with these two different shades of green here. A little darker shade of green on the outside part of the piece and light green shade on the inside part of the piece. Now here you have an option to write any coat on the piece as well, which I really did not know what to write, so I've just kept it blank. Now moving on to the third fridge magnet. Here I'm using yellow, maroon and orange color to paint the dosa here. But before doing that, I also painted the inside part of the dosa in yellow color to show that aloo sabzi inside. And I also used a little bit of flesh tint color to rub off the extra shades of darker shades of brown there on the dosa. Here I am using a color from Little Birdie. Now this color looks very similar to the terracotta red that you would normally find in the market. And here again, after coloring the bowls, I have added a few pieces of clay with the help of Fevicol, just to give that elevated look for chutney and sambar. And then on the plate, I simply drew a freehand drawing here to make it look like a banana leaf on it. And once the Fevicol dries in these bowl, I am using a very light shade of green here to show the pudina kind of chutney here, and brown, maroon, green, orange to color the sambar part here. Now here, why I'm doing it with so many shades is because they would be tadka, there would be some vegetables in them. Now here I'm adding black color dots on the chutney to make it look like mustard seeds, and then green for curry leaves and all that. So I'm just including those part here inside these elements just to make it look more realistic. Now once everything is done, you have to stick all those things on this plate, and this is how it looks. It's looking absolutely pretty. I don't know if the picture really has made any justice, but yes, once I fix a magnet, I don't have small magnets with me, so I'm just holding on to it. I'm not showing it here in this video, but yes, once I fix a magnet, once I buy and fix a magnet, I'll upload a separate short video on my Instagram. So if you're not following me there, do follow me there. Okay, now I made this carrot very quickly with orange and green, and of course a little I used the flat brush to show the lines on the carrot with grey color. Now the fifth and the final fridge magnet. Here I'm making the lady. As I said, I'm not showing her wearing a sari and all that, but yes, you can do it. This is me, so I'm doing it the way I see myself in the kitchen. I'm wearing a top, so here I've used different colors. Now color is totally your choice, you can change it according to your wish. And then I add the facial features, and this completes the last and final fridge magnet. In fact, the same can also be done on an MDF board, because this wood can be a little fragile, it can fall and break. So if you do not want that to happen, you can also make the same on an MDF board. So friends, I hope you've liked this video. If yes, then do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.